Merry meet everyone, and welcome to Fable. So this is going to be my book quest episode, which is why we're here in the school, and as you've noticed, we've kind of cleaned up after the being in prison, being tortured. So we got a new haircut and cleaned up our beard into a nice goatee, and we're just sitting here waiting for the teacher. The kids really seem to enjoy my presence. Looks like the teacher's almost here. There he is. Oh, even he's excited. All right.
I'm going to be your assistant.
Great!
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get class in session and start giving these books.
Do you have a donation there, hero?
Certainly do.
Oh, look! How to make friends. Just the thing to teach the children some manners. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use.
Good.
Today's lesson will be on how to make friends. This fine hero has just given us a good example of how to make friends by donating this book to the school. Helping people out and giving presents are both good ways to make friends. Can anybody tell me another way to make friends?
Sir! Sir!
Yes?
Tell them you'll smash their teeth in if they won't be friends with you.
No, Billy. Threatening people is not really a good way to make friends with them.
Agreed.
I think we need to work on this some more. Ah, hello again. History is an important part of our curriculum here, so the old kingdom would be valuable. Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn. Can any of you tell me who built the ancient pillars at Lookout Point? Yes?
The people in the Old Kingdom, sir.
That's right. They once ruled all of Albion, and the ruins of their cities can still be found wherever you go. The kingdom was founded by a great lord named Archon, who united Albion using the power of the Sword of Eons. But over time, the sword began to corrupt him, and the kingdom fell into darkness. Strange monuments were built to focus the magical power of the kingdom, and terrifying armored figures were summoned to guard them. But at the very height of its power, the old kingdom collapsed, and Archon and his sword disappeared. What happened to them? Nobody knows.
You're invincible!
Great stuff! Ah, hello again. The final volume of the Great Creatures of Albion. Should give the little ones a good scare. It lifts one's spirits to see a hero take such a keen interest in education. Thanks to this kind hero, today's lesson is from Volume 3 of The Creatures of Albion. If trolls ruled the land and dragons the skies, then the mighty kraken are masters of the sea. A few men have ever seen a kraken, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale. Since before the times of the Old Kingdom, these terrifying creatures have lurked in the seas that surround Albion. Their tentacles can grow to be over 100 feet long, and are strong enough to crush a ship like kindling. A brave sailor once drove away a kraken by hacking off one of those gargantuan tentacles. But to kill one of the beasts, oh, that would truly be a heroic task. You have done our school such a great service. I don't know if we can ever adequately repay you. I do have a little something, and, well, I know it's not much, but the children think you'll love it. We used it in our production of The Mage's Apprentice, but it was a little large for our particular actors.
Aww.
Ah, hello again. You found any interesting reading material? What's this? The Pale Balverine? I hope it doesn't give them nightmares.
I hope not either.
Thank you, Hill. I'm sure we can put this to good use.
You're invincible!
There was once a lord who thought himself good with an arrow, until people saw that his lies ran right through to his marrow. Many months in the cells of Bargate he spent, plotting his redemption. And once he was free, he hunted all evil without exception. One day he met his match, a foul and mighty Balverine. He did not die from its bite, but his curse was obscene. He became one of those creatures, and pale as snow was his fur. To kill him came then a red-caped woman, a true connoisseur. A silver arrow pierced his blackened heart and sent him to his grave. And so he died in infamy, without the acceptance he craved.
Stop you!
Paladin.
Oh, do you have a donation there, hero? A little macabre, perhaps, but the tale of Maxley could teach some of our pupils a valuable lesson.
They may be young, but when it's all you got, it's
Thank
all
you,
you got.
I'm sure we can put this to good use. There once lived a hob, and Maxley was his name. He was that rarest of hobs, one with a brain. Making his bed in a stream wasn't for him. He'd rather live in a village, there among men. One day he decided to travel to town. He slew a great noble and put on his gown. In Bowerstone by all was he complimented, and though short of stature, he stood proud and erected. But Maxley forgot what he was and grunted hello. And when the men heard his voice, all they did know. They called out for guards, who lopped off his head. It stuck on a spike, dumb and ugly and dead. So when you're about to open your mouth, remember Maxley the hob. For it's better to be thought an idiot than to be killed by a mob.
Great stuff!
Even teachers need to sleep sometime, you know. Perhaps you could call round tomorrow.
Alright. Well, we'll wait here until the morning and do it again.
Anyone want to fight? Come on!
Alrighty, let's do some more.
Do you have a donation there, hero? Oh, Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Could prove useful in our biology lessons. Thank you, hero. I'm sure we can put this to good use.
Good.
Now, let us turn to Volume 2 of The Creatures of Albion. Trolls are an ancient race formed from the rock and soil in which they were born. They have the strength of many men and can withstand all but the mightiest of blows. Get too close, and they will jump onto the ground with such force that the shockwaves can shatter a man's bones. But trolls are also slow, lumbering creatures and rarely move. So, if ever you see one, your best hope is to run away. If you're lucky, you won't be crushed to death by the boulders they throw after you. Hello again. You found any interesting reading material? Could you spare the northern wastes? Children could stand to learn a little more geography.
Sure.
Why don't you stay and listen, hero? It's never too late to learn.
Some of the kids are falling
Do
asleep
any
in
of
class.
you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The northern wastes.
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice. But there are still some who believe the empire will rise again, and that the people of the northern wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more. Hello again. You found any interesting reading material? What's this? A sock method? Yes, well, perhaps when they're a little older, don't you think?
Sure.
Well, if you think that's wise, hero.
I mean, I'm not the teacher. I'm just the donator, so I give you books. You choose whether or not to use them.
Let's turn to the sock method and see how we can make you sexier in 10 days. Now, it looks like this hero still needs a little practice. But perhaps he could demonstrate something simple?
Come on.
Oh my! That's quite enough of that, hero.
You're the one that said I needed
And that
practice.
brings today's lesson to a close. Definitely.
Yeah, probably not appropriate to be teaching
Any
kids,
books
but
for us today, hero? Oh my! The Windbreaker Rulebook. Avo alone knows what would happen if the children got hold of this.
okay.
I suppose it can't do any harm.
You don't sound so sure.
Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker Rulebook. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself. Yes. I see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't... Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died.
Shit.
Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear. I knew this was a mistake. Hello again. You found any interesting reading material? What's that you have there? The ugly guide? I'm sure you'll agree this snotty lot needs no help in that area. Don't tell their parents I said that.
Sure.
I suppose it can't do any harm.
You keep saying that, but I'm a little concerned.
Today's lesson is from the Ugly Guide, which this hero has donated to our school. For some reason. Now, what do you think makes a person look ugly?
Having stupid hair.
That's right. Certain haircuts can make a person less attractive, as can some forms of facial hair, especially on a woman. Any other ideas?
Eating too much.
Very good. That's why everybody in Albion has such a perfect waistline, from the greatest hero to the lowliest beggar. Except for Jenna from Orchard Farm, of course. She used to be but a slip of a girl, but now... that woman certainly likes her cider. Anyway, that concludes our lesson for today. If you have a donation, I suppose you are not a bad person might come in useful one day. I really hope the children won't need its advice, though. I suppose it can't do any harm. Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It would seem this hero has decided he has no need of the book. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them. And wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't wear anything at all.
Well, that might make you look more silly than scary. I'm not too sure men running around naked inspire much confidence. Perhaps we should see what the book has to say on this matter.
Alright, we're gonna let them sleep again and then do it some more. I think we've got like, what was that, 17 books that I've donated so far? So I think I've got like 6 more. Alright.
Any books for us today, hero? Eyes of a killer? Yes, well, strictly speaking, we try not to raise any murderers in our school.
And hopefully this will help them catch murderers. I don't know.
Well, if you think that's wise, hero... Now, I really hope none of you follow the teachings of this book, but nevertheless, you should learn to recognize the signs of evil. There are many ways a person can instill fear in others, such as covering one's body in tattoos and wearing dark clothes. But a truly scary person is able to express his evilness through actions alone. Let's see how this works. A hero, would you regale us with an evil sneer, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes. Very effective.
None of the students,
according
apparently.
to this book, you can also make yourself scary by performing terrible crimes, such as killing innocents. But I think we'll leave that chapter for another day. Now then, class, let's all say thank you to the nice hero. Do you have a donation there, hero? I'm sure the tale of Twin Blade is quite interesting. But I'm not sure a bandit is a good role model for our pupils, though. I suppose it can't do any harm. Twinblade was once a great hero. A giant of a man, his swords were feared throughout Albion. But at the height of his fame, he abandoned the guild, deciding he had no need to earn gold through quests. He could simply take it. And so, he left for the woods and became a bandit. Over the years, he united the feuding bandit clans until he became their king. He built a vast fortified camp, hidden near Oakvale, and plundered the passing traders as he desired. He was as renowned and feared as he ever was, and now had no guild constraints to hold him back.
Sir, what happened to Twinblade?
He was defeated in a duel by this brave hero who spared his life. But no king can face such a defeat and keep his crown, not even among bandits.
Especially among bandits.
Any books for us today, heroes? That's the Guild of Zeros. Thought your guild had every copy of the book burned, along with its author. I suppose it can't do any harm. The Journal of Bloody Nose. Zero in training. Day 14. This week, we've been developing our stealth skills by playing hide and seek. Knowing how to run and hide from your enemies is an important skill for any Zero, says Days. He seems to be a master of the art. It took us all day to find him after he teleported away. Eventually, we heard his cries and found him wedged inside a hollow tree in the Academy woods.
Yeah.
He wasn't at all happy that it took us so long to find him, but he decided to test our hiding skills next. We must be really good at it, because we've been out here in the woods for 2 days now, and he still hasn't found us. Any books for us today? Hi, it's a hero's journey. Used to play those as a lad. Not really suitable for class, though. Ah, hello again. Have you found any interesting reading material? The Book of Spells. This isn't some potty school for wizards, you know.
Look, I'm just telling you what I got.
Donation there. The Book of
Okay, so I guess I don't have anything else that I can donate to the school. Let me see. What books do I have? So apparently I've donated most of these. Maybe I had some extra copies, like the Hero's Journey and the Creatures of Albion. Well, I guess that's all the books that I have for them for now until we can find some more, so this will be our book episode, and in one of my other episodes after I figure out what other books I need for the school, we'll just swing by and give it to them at that point in time. So in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed these little stories and learned a little bit about the game, and I guess we'll end the episode here. So if you like this or the series, go ahead, hit the like button. Comment on, the game, how I can help make your viewing experience a little bit more enjoyable, and what other games you might like to see me play. I know I do a lot of nostalgic games, such as Cameo and Fable, I do plan on doing the whole series, 1, 2, and 3, and then I've also got the Witcher series lined up. I've got a couple other older games as well as some slightly newer games, as well as some games that have sequels that will be coming out, like the God of War series. I'm trying to get the old God of War series so that ways I can play through the whole storyline. I know a lot of you are familiar with the new God of War game with his son Atreus, and you've probably heard references to some of the older games, or some of you might actually be old enough that you've played through those older games. But for those of you who haven't, I'd like to be able to share with you the story that some of us grew up with and the games that we played back in our day, and then be able to continue with the newer storyline that God of War is going through. In any case, if there's anything that you'd like to see, old or new, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And like I said, tell me what I can do to help make your viewing a little bit more enjoyable. And in the meantime, go ahead and check out my Cameo series if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in the next episode, okay? Well, bye!